Hey folks, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Here we are in York. Welcome to the York Marriott Management Centre, where I've just finished a day of one-to-one coaching with someone who's preparing for the Search Assessment Centre and also for their final interview for Merseyside Police actually. So if you'd like to find out a little bit more about the services I offer, check out the blurb below. You'll also find out about how to join the Facebook support group. So one of the things we looked at today was interview technique. And a common question that's asked, my guess is, might get asked at the assessment centre and very probably will be asked at final interview. And it's certainly asked on your application form as well, because it's the sort of thing you have to do as a police officer. And that is, can you tell me about a time when you've had to make a difficult decision? Now, one of the things I've noticed with my clients is they give answers that are decisions, but they're not difficult ones. They're not difficult ones. So they're big decisions though. So what the example which my client gave today, and I've checked with them, they don't mind me using this as an example to help you, is they gave an example of how when they were 20 years old, they were at university studying a policing degree, but they became pregnant and they had to make a big decision about leaving the course to be able to take care of their baby. It was a big decision. And it involved seeking advice and guidance from people. But it didn't demonstrate working with others. And that's a competency you've got to nail in 3 out of the 4 questions at the assessment centre. Because it's not that they're going to assess you against one competency per answer. They assess you against multiple competencies in each one of your answers. So this business of I've got my competency answer for working with others isn't going to help you. You need to be able to deliver your answers in a very structured way, which I go into in other videos. So that was a big decision. I then asked them to think more about an example of a time when they've had to make a difficult decision. And they gave me an example of how they challenged a workplace issue. I'm not going to say any more than that. They challenged a workplace issue. And I wish they'd told me that before, because it was a much better answer than the big decision one. And when I asked him, what was it like for you? My client said, God, it's bloody hard. And he said it just like that. It was bloody hard. It really was. It was bloody hard. That's a difficult decision, folks. That is a difficult decision. And this decision that they gave an example of was difficult, and it did involve other people. They had to work with other people to find a resolution, and the resolution wasn't a perfect one. It was a really good example of a difficult decision, as opposed to, excuse me, a big decision. Can you see the difference? I hope you can. So, thinking about things that are very much about you, that are personal, they're the big decisions, but they are not going to enable you to score really highly. You need to be thinking about times when you've dealt with something where you came out of it thinking the equivalent of, God, that was bloody hard. So there you go, folks. Hope you found that useful. There's far more information on how to structure your answers and how to deliver them in other videos on YouTube, but also very, very detailed ones on my online course, and especially in my Facebook group, which is for clients only. Don't start trying to look for that one, by the way, folks, because it's a secret group. You can only find it if you are invited to it. And the only way to get invited to it is to become one of my clients. Was that called a shameless plug? Whatever. Enjoy, folks. So I'll say goodbye from York. I'll speak to you next time. Bye-bye for now.